Voice of Indonesia.
Well, listeners, in our studio here today, we have His Excellency Sheikh Mohamed Ahmad Salim Al-Shanfari, correct me if I'm mistaken, the Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Republic of Indonesia and ASEAN. And in this occasion, we will talk about the two countries' relationship, Indonesia and Oman relationship, which has been established since 1917 or 17?
The 1978.
Oh, 78, yes, sorry. So, Your Excellencies, Oman will, already celebrates its National Day on November 18 this year. And what is actually the meaning of this celebration for the people of Oman?
Well, thank you very much for having me in the program. As you mentioned, we as Omanis celebrating these days our National Day, which falls on November 18th. And we consider this occasion as an opportunity for us to reflect on Oman's past and to draw inspiration for Oman's future. And we rally together as Omanis to have more succeed and achievement and progress in the development. And let me highlight about the occasion, which is November 18th. Indeed, it is the birthday. It is the occasion of the birthday of our late Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed, may Allah rest his soul. He is the founder of Oman modern Renaissance. So it is a special occasion for us. And if you visit Oman during these days, you will see everyone there happy, joy, gathering.
What sort of celebration will be there?
Well, the official celebration will be that
like a parade,
the Sultan, the parade or Sultan, we will military parade. This will be on the same day, and then there will be in the different governors different celebrations. But unfortunately, with the current situation, what is happening in Gaza, and in solidarity with our brothers in Gaza, the government decided to minimize the celebrations this year. So we think it's not proper with this what is happening for our brothers in Gaza. So it was only the military parade. And for us here in Jakarta, in the embassy, we host a reception last week on that occasion, and we were pleased and delighted to have some dignitaries from the government of Indonesia and also from the parliament, and many of good friends who love Oman, and also the business community here in Jakarta.
Good. Yes, 1987. So, what short achievements have been achieved or reached by Indonesia and Oman for their bilateral relationships?
Well, in terms of the bilateral relation between Oman and Indonesia, as you mentioned, the diplomatic relations was established in 1978, and we have a good relation with our brothers here in Indonesia, and also we share the same principles in the foreign policy. If you see Oman policy, foreign policy principles, there is much similarity with what Indonesia is having. So Oman, as I was explaining to your colleague in the Arabic program,
yes,
that Oman is a nation of peace. Our message always peace, in favor of peace, and we always in favor of solve any differences or any conflict by peaceful means. and also by negotiation and by, the dialogue. So we call always for this peaceful way of solving any differences. And I believe that the Indonesians have the same policy.
Yes, as Your Excellency already mentioned that Oman is a nation of peace. So how does you view the current global situation, based on the dynamics that we have at present?
Yes, actually, unfortunately, if you see the world map at the moment, there are many crises, many conflicts around the world, and also in our region, which is a very important region. I'm talking about the Middle East. So that's something that we think that we should work together. The whole international community have to take a decision to work together to solve all these kind of conflicts and differences, and to have a peaceful way to end all these kind of differences. So, as I mentioned before, Indonesia is doing very well in this field, and we work with the Indonesian government to have those initiatives that we can share with our international community.
Yes. So, do you see any effect on the two countries? I mean, Oman and Indonesia relationship, based on the dynamics, what is happening now in the world?
Yeah, well, I think now, as has been said, that always saying that the whole world became as one village, one small village.
That's right.
So what is happening in this part of the world, by somehow it will affect other parts in the world. So with this concept, we should think that always the collective efforts is the best way to have, and in favor of the benefit of all the people around the world. So yes, I think that's important, and I think in terms of the bilateral relation, there is very much opportunities for both countries to benefit. Let me highlight the strategic geographical location of the both countries, Oman and Indonesia. If you see the world map, you will find Oman's facing to the Indian Ocean.
Yes.
And by the way, it is the only Gulf Arabian country which is on the Indian Ocean. So we are open to the deep water.
Yes.
And also to Indonesia have the same position. So in terms of the logistic services, I think there is a very huge opportunity for us to cooperation. So this is what we think that will be the future.
Okay. Still about the cooperation, Your Excellency, we already mentioned before that this cooperation, diplomatic relationship has been started since 1978.
Yeah.
So, what is the development of the two countries' cooperation? Just say a little bit focus on the manpower or labor cooperation, which has been talked just say a few months ago with the Indonesian labor minister, Siti Fauzia.
Yes. Well, we had a delegation came last month or September, maybe in September, last September, visited Jakarta, and they met with Her Excellency the Minister of Labor here. And the purpose of the visit was to regulate the labor markets between the two countries. We believe Indonesia, there is in Indonesia a very good skilled labor forces, and we also in Oman we have the same, and we want to to regulate this in many different jobs. So Oman as a developing country, and we have a lot of huge of projects So we look for skilled workers, skilled labor force. So we propose MOU to be signed between the two ministries, the Labor Ministry of Oman and the Labor Ministry of and this MOU under discussion now at the moment, and hopefully that it will be signed inshallah by beginning of 2024.
To 2024.
Which is very soon, inshallah.
Yes. As you mentioned that this is there will be MOU inshallah in 2024. So can we make it a little bit clear that this labor cooperation or MOUs is it on the construction sector, education sector, health sector, industry sector? In which sectors?
Yeah, it is in general, and it is open for all the sectors.
See.
Whenever there is a need to have labor force from Indonesia in any of these sectors, and they are available, then so this MOU will regulate it, and in terms of the benefit, and also in terms of the secure for those laborers to come, their accommodation and everything, that it will be secured for them. So this is to be clear for them, so they will be in safe and they will work in environment, good environment to be work. So this is the main of this MOU. So it is in general, and it's open for all sectors, and also for both sides, both either Omanis or in the Indonesians.
Okay. Now, referring the data from the Indonesian Ministry of Trade, that the trade value between the Indonesia and Oman seems to tend to show a positive trend. So, in your opinion, Your Excellency, what are the important keys that both countries must have to in order to continue developing the two countries' cooperation on this?
Yes. The last year, let me give you an example. Last year, 2022, witnessed an increase in the volume of the trade exchange. So it reached approximately 1.8 billion US dollars. So it includes various goods such as petrochemicals, machinery and equipment, gypsum, vegetable fat oils, and foodstuffs. So that gives us a very positive indication that there is a much way to further improve this trade exchange. It is opportunity for the private sector also in both countries. There is acceptance in the Omani markets for the goods come from Indonesia. And as I mentioned, that even the Indonesia and the private sector can use the strategic location of Oman to be as a hub, not just to reach Oman, but to reach the Middle East, and
as a gate. Oman will be as the gate.
As a gate to Middle East market, and also Southeast Africa. So you can cover both markets.
Yes.
So there is huge opportunities for both sides. Even for us in Oman, Indonesia can be the gate for Oman to reach the Southeast Asia markets. So it's on both sides.
So it seems to me that the petrochemical gypsum is the main sectors that in our trade. So what about food sectors? Is there any good possibility?
Of course. For, if you
or just say food and also we'll call agriculture, for example.
Yeah. Well, I am positive that there is a chance for both sides, especially the Indonesian, and maybe I tell you that I met a person who is working in this field, fruits and exporting fruits, and he told me that the Indonesian mango is being in the market, and the people in Oman, they loved it. Okay. So yes, we import a lot of agriculture and fruits from different countries. So I think that there will be a way how to improve the trade exchange between the two. I'm actually, since I'm a new ambassador here in Indonesia, been here for just 10 months. My main task and for the future during my time here to explore the opportunities for the both sides, how to improve the relation, the trade, especially also the investment between the two countries. And I met with some of the officials in the Chamber of Commerce of Indonesia, Kadin, and I find a very good response from them. And we are working with them to have, a delegation to visit Oman.
Yes.
And also the last expo which been here, the Jakarta Expo last month.
Trade Expo, yeah.
The Trade Expo.
Yeah.
A big delegation. Actually, there was two different delegations from chambers of Oman came here, and this give you the indication that there is a will in the private sector, but we should work together to facilitate for them the meetings, the connection to be. Once they have the connection, then I think they will take the initiative to have more cooperation in this field.
Okay. So do you know whether those two delegations from Oman signed just a business to business contract at the time?
Exactly, and they have signed a couple of MOUs during the participation in the expo with their counterparts here in Indonesia. So it was business to business direct, and under the umbrella of the embassy and the Kadin. So the organization for those meetings was through Kadin and the embassy.
Yes, Your Excellency. Actually, there are still some questions that I want to answer from you.
Maybe quick one.
Quick one. One quick questions. Okay, tourism sector. I see that tourism sector is also has a very big opportunities for Indonesia and Oman to explore. So, what do you say?
Well, thank you for this question. I think it is a very important sector for us. We in Oman, we are now promoting Oman as a tourist destination. And we know that Indonesia has been as a tourist destination since a long time. And you have the experience. And so I think in the future there will be good chance to have the relations and to improve and to benefit. We want to benefit from the Indonesian side, and we want to offer to the Indonesian side also our experience. So as I mentioned, one of the pillars of our new economic vision, tourism.
Okay.
Tourism is one of the pillars which will make Oman as a destination and tourist destination. So we receive at the moment tourists from around the world, and we will be also happy to receive the Indonesian to come to visit Oman as a tourist. It is, I believe that a lot of Indonesian likes to go to Umrah every year.
Yes.
And more than I think 1 million or 1,200,000. So on their way, they can visit Oman, because as we said, Oman is the gate for the Middle East and the Gulf. So Africa, the first country you reaches. So with our national carrier flight, Oman Air, which is operating daily flights from Jakarta to Muscat, you can reach Muscat, and from there you can go to, if you like to go for Umrah, to Jeddah. And on the way, either going or coming back, you can stop over in Oman and for a couple of days and discover the beauty in Oman.
Very good. Okay, nice to listen to that. Yes, dear viewers and listeners of Voice of Indonesia, that is a very interesting conversation with His Excellency Sheikh Mohamed Ahmad Salim Al-Shanfari, the ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Republic of Indonesia. Hope that our conversation at this moment will bring benefit to our listeners around the world. I'm Daulat Pane. See you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Voice of Indonesia.